There is a saying that wealth rarely survives the third generation. But Ee Cheong, the third generation of the Wee family to have led United Overseas Bank, has bucked this trend. Since taking over the reins as CEO of UOB in 2007, he has steered the bank through a global financial crisis, a digital revolution, the rise of fintechs, and a COVID-19 pandemic, and emerged all the stronger for it.
I must create success out of succession. The bank's legacy gives us strength, but it also comes with a heavy responsibility. As a steward, I'm entrusted with building on a successful business. To do so, I must strike a balance between preserving our heritage and transforming for the future.
Past, present, or future banking. It is very important, and the UOB with Ee Cheong in the helm has demonstrated that the personal touch, the relationship is very crucial. He knows when to be compassionate, and he knows when help is needed, and he knows how to grow the bank as a business.
Mr. Wee has indeed made some bold moves in his time, investing heavily to standardize UOB's IT infrastructure, establishing foreign direct investment advisory units across the region to help clients seize rising intra- and inter-regional trade, expanding into new markets such as Vietnam, and reshaping digital banking and scaling up across the region.
I really appreciate what he has been corporate with Amata, and I believe that his bank, under his leading, should be the very, very successful bank.
Ee Cheong is very supportive with my business, not only our home Singapore, especially Indonesia. 1998, Indonesian economic turmoil, is UOB really behind me, support me go through this difficult situation.
One of Mr. Wee's most recent moves, the acquisition of Citi's regional banking assets in Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Vietnam, was breathtaking in its ambition and scale.
CEO stands out for three things. Firstly, he had the courage to reaffirm UOB commitment to Southeast Asia. When he took over as a CEO, he transformed a cluster of local banks in one regional group. The recent Citi acquisition is probably the most powerful reaffirmation of this commitment. Secondly, CEO is a businessman, he is an entrepreneur, and he infused this spirit in UOB. In UOB, you are encouraged to do things differently, because you know that when you succeed, you will be celebrated. But if you don't succeed, you will be supported anyway. Thirdly, and probably the most important to me, CEO's values. CEO is probably one of the most capable people I have ever worked with, but for sure is the most honorable and is the most humble. Over the year, UOB shaped around these values. Here, any decision is not about you or about me, but it is about what is good for our customer and what it is good for the bank. And this creates an incredibly satisfying working environment.
While Mr. Wee's business skills are well acknowledged, his commitment to give back and to create new pathways for the more vulnerable members of the community are less well known.
I've partnered Ee Cheong and his UOB team for many years now in championing inclusive employment and helping the vulnerable in the community. At the disability front, Ee Cheong has been one of the earliest CEO supporters for inclusive hiring, also setting up a career path within UOB for those with disabilities. And UOB is super visible in supporting the Purple Parade, Singapore's largest disability movement. In serving low-income families in our central Singapore district, Ee Cheong has been most supportive in giving. Festive cheers, digital boot camps for our children, making sure that those who are at risk are not left behind. He started the bank's Heartbeat program, which has raised millions of dollars for charities across the region. What I find appealing is his humble, natural, honest, and unpretentious style. The bank tries hard to be not only a financial success, but also one that is significant in society, And you will need a CEO who supports that aspiration in both word and action, or the dream will not come true. And we Ee Cheong does that.
While there are many chapters still to go in the writing of his legacy, Mr. Wee already has a strong sense of the foundations he is laying for the generations to come.
My priorities are to build an organizational mindset and culture that is progressive. At the same time, anchor on our core values of honor, enterprise, unity, and commitment to do right by our stakeholders so we can continue to contribute to the growth of Singapore and the region for generations to come.
Mr. Wee has not only taken UOB to new heights, but has also positioned the bank to take advantage of future trends to remain a leading global financial services institution.